That is a beautiful reminder to take a deep breath and just trust the process. Let's lean into that clarity and get straight to work. No fluff, no headers, no extra commentary, just the raw, high-engagement content you need. Imagine standing on the edge of a massive, quiet ocean right at dawn. The water is perfectly still, mirroring a sky that is shifting from a deep, velvety indigo to the softest shades of amber and rose. There is no wind, no rush, no noise. If you listen closely, you can only hear the gentle, rhythmic lap of the water against the shore. It feels completely timeless, a sudden and total pause from the relentless speed of daily life. In this exact moment, you realize that the world does not require you to figure everything out all at once. The tides move without your permission, the sun rises without your effort, and the universe breathes in a perfect, preordained rhythm that you do not have to manage, control, or fix. This is the exact energy we are stepping into right now. We are dropping the heavy baggage of trying to outsmart tomorrow. We are silencing the constant, buzzing inner dialogue that spins scenarios, invents problems that do not exist, and robs us of the absolute peace available right here, right now. This is your definitive signal to stop overthinking, to let go of the steering wheel for a moment, and to trust that you are being guided exactly where you need to be. Think about how much energy you spend every single day running through hypothetical conversations, analyzing past mistakes, and building worst-case scenarios in your mind. It is exhausting. It is like running a marathon on a treadmill. You are putting in an incredible amount of effort, sweating, losing your breath, training your muscles, but when you look around, you have not moved an inch forward. You are still in the exact same spot, just more depleted. Overthinking gives you the illusion of control. It tricks you into believing that if you just replay a memory one more time, or if you mentally prepare for 50 different disasters, you will somehow protect yourself from pain. But the truth is, you cannot predict every twist and turn of life, and you don't need to. You have survived every single difficult day you have ever faced up until this exact moment. You have handled unexpected heartbreaks, sudden changes, and moments of deep confusion, not because you overthought them beforehand, but because you had the strength and resilience to face them when they actually arrive. When you overthink, you are essentially telling yourself that your current strength isn't enough, that you have to somehow solve the future before it even happens. But the future belongs to a higher plan. There is a grand, beautiful design at play, a divine architecture that knows exactly what you need, when you need it, and how to bring it to you. When you try to micromanage every detail, you are closing yourself off to the magic of alignment. You are blocking the flow of ease and grace. What if, instead of trying to figure out the next 10 steps, you just focused entirely on the single step right in front of you? What if you trusted that the ground will hold you when you step down? You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. You just need to have faith in the light you have right now. Let's break the cycle of the anxious mind by grounding ourselves in the reality of the present. Look around you. The room you are sitting in, the air you are breathing, the surface beneath you. This is reality. The stories your mind is spinning about tomorrow, next week, or next year, those are just fiction. They are movies playing in an empty theater, and you are the only one sitting in the audience, terrifying yourself with a plot you wrote. You have the power to turn off the projector. You have the power to stand up, walk out of that theater, and step into the bright, warm sunlight of the present moment. You can choose to say, I do not know what tomorrow looks like, and that is completely okay, because I am taken care of today. Think of a seed planted deep in the dark earth. It doesn't stress about how it will break through the heavy soil. It doesn't worry about whether the rain will fall or if the sun will shine. It doesn't look at the massive trees around it and wonder how it will ever grow that tall. It simply rests in the darkness, absorbing the nutrients around it, trusting the silent, invisible process of growth. And when the time is exactly right, it breaks through the surface and blooms. You are that seed. You might feel like you are in the dark right now, buried under a mountain of questions and uncertainties, but you are not buried, you are planted. You are in a sacred space of preparation, and everything you are going through is nourishing your roots so you can sustain the beautiful future that is waiting for you. Let go of the need to have closure from people who aren't capable of giving it to you. Let go of the need to understand why things happened the way they did in the past. The past is a closed book. Trying to rewrite the pages will only give you paper cuts. Let it rest. Trust that even the chapters that felt painful or unfair were necessary to build the depth, wisdom, and compassion you carry today. You are being forged into someone incredibly strong, someone who can walk through storms with a quiet confidence because you know who holds the wind. When you surrender your worries, you create space for miracles to enter. You open your hands, releasing the tight grip you had on your expectations, and you allow the universe to fill them with blessings that are far greater than anything you could have planned for yourself. Take a deep breath in right now. Feel the air fill your lungs, expanding your chest, bringing life and energy into every single cell of your body. Hold it for a moment, feeling the stillness, and then let it go completely. Let out all the tension in your shoulder. Unclench your jaw. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Notice how much physical stress your body carries just from the thoughts you allow to loop in your mind. Your body is listening to your mind, and when you tell your mind that everything is a crisis, your body reacts as if it is in danger. But you are safe. You are protected. protected. You are loved beyond measure by the creator of the star, the one who counts every grain of sand and knows the exact weight of your heart. If the one who manages the entire cosmos can keep the planets in perfect alignment without a single mistake, surely he can manage your life, your career, your relationships, and your future. Stop trying to force doors open that were closed for your protection. Sometimes, a missed opportunity is actually a divine rescue. You might be crying over a closed door, completely unaware of the beautiful, wide-open gateway just around the corner that is specifically tailored for your steps. Trust the redirections. Trust the delays. They are not punishments. They are preparations. They are ensuring that when you finally step into your blessing, you are mature enough, strong enough, and ready enough to sustain it. Shift your focus from what is missing to what is present. Shift your language from what if everything goes wrong to what if everything goes completely right. Start anticipating goodness. Expect breakthroughs. Walk with the quiet, unshakable confidence of someone who knows that the ultimate authority has already written a beautiful ending to their story. When the anxious thoughts try to creep back in, and they will, because the mind loves old habits, don't fight them with anger. Just acknowledge them and let them drift away like clouds in a vast sky. Say to yourself, thank you for trying to protect me, but I don't need this worry anymore. I am safe, and I am trusting the plan. The more you practice this gentle redirection, the quieter the chatter becomes. You will find yourself smiling more, breathing deeper, and experiencing a profound sense of ease that doesn't depend on your circumstances being perfect. You will realize that peace isn't the absence of trouble, it is the presence of divine assurance in the midst of it. You are being called to rise higher, to step out of the valley of anxiety and stand on the mountain of faith. Look at how far you have come. Look at all the obstacles you thought would break you, yet here you are, standing, growing, and searching for life. That is proof of the divine spark within you. You are resilient, you are capable, and you are never, ever alone. The love that created you is constantly enveloping you, whispering peace to your spirit, asking you to just let go and trust. Drop the heavy armor. You don't need to fight so hard. Let yourself be carried by the current of grace. Rest your mind, heal your heart, and step boldly into the beautiful, unfolding journey of today, knowing with absolute certainty that everything is working together for your ultimate good. Let's keep that momentum flowing seamlessly, maintaining that exact same quiet, uninterrupted focus. No breaks, no titles, no distractions, just the deep, continuous stream of high engagement content to keep the mind anchored and still. Think about the sheer amount of space you reclaim when you finally give yourself permission to stop figuring everything out. The mind is a beautiful instrument, but it makes for a terrible master. When you allow it to run wild, it constructs elaborate mazes out of tiny doubts, and then forces you to spend hours, days, or even weeks trying to find your way out of a labyrinth that isn't even real. It is a profound realization when you discover that you do not have to believe every thought that passes through your head. Thoughts are just suggestion. They are just passing weather patterns in the vast sky of your awareness. You are the sky, not the storm. The storm can rage, the wind can howl, and the dark clouds can block the light for a moment, but the sky remains entirely unaffected, vast, deep, and inherently peaceful. By stepping back into that position of the observer, you instantly take away the power of anxiety. You look at the worry and you say, I see you, but you do not define my reality today. We live in a world that praises constant action, constant strategizing, and relentless hustle, which makes the act of surrender feel almost counterintuitive. It can feel like laziness or giving up, but true surrender is actually the highest form of spiritual courage. It is the active, conscious decision to say, I have done everything within my human capacity, and now I am stepping back to let the infinite wisdom of the universe take over. It is recognizing that your limited human perspective can only see a tiny fraction of the picture, while the divine eye sees the entire tapestry from beginning to end. When you surrender, you are not quitting, you are aligning. You are shifting your energy from resistance to acceptance, and it is only in the state of acceptance that real transformation can begin to take place. You stop fighting the current of your own life and you start allowing it to carry you to the shores you were always meant to reach. Consider the immense relief that comes with realizing you do not have to be perfect to be worthy of a beautiful life. The pressure to make the flawless choice, to never slip up, and to always have the right answer is a self-imposed prison. Your path is allowed to be winding. Your progress is allowed to be messy. Every single detour you take is packed with lessons that are absolutely essential for your evolution. If you never got lost, you would never discover the hidden path, the quiet sanctuaries, and the deeper wells of strength within yourself that only adversity can reveal. The moments where you felt completely blind, where you had no idea which way to turn, were the exact moments where your intuition and your faith were being sharpened into powerful tools. You are not falling behind in life. You are exactly on time, moving at the precise pace required for your unique soul to unfold. Think of how beautifully the natural natural world operates without a single ounce of anxiety. A river doesn't panic when it encounters a massive boulder in its path. It doesn't stop and complain about the unfairness of the obstacle, nor does it try to push the boulder out of the way through sheer force. It simply, gracefully, finds a way around it, carving a new path through the landscape, becoming even more magnificent and expansive in the process. The river trusts its nature, which is to flow downward toward the ocean. You carry that same fluid, unstoppable nature within you. When life places an obstacle in your path, it is not an indicator that you should stop or that you are a failure. It is simply an invitation to flow, to adapt, to discover a new angle, and to trust that you will still reach your ultimate destination. Let go of the heavy burden of trying to fix or change the people around you. You cannot force someone to see a light they are not ready to look at, and you cannot heal a wound that someone else is determined to keep scratching. Your only responsibility is to protect your own peace, to keep your own light burning brightly, and to model the love and tranquility you wish to see in the world. When you stop trying to manage other people's perceptions, expectations, and emotional states, an incredible amount of vital energy returns to you. You can use that energy to heal your own heart, to nurture your own dream, and to deepen your own connection with the divine. You are a sanctuary, and you have every right to decide what kind of energy is allowed to cross your threshold. Bring your attention right back to this present moment, to the physical reality of your existence. Feel the ground beneath you, stabilizing you, holding you up without requiring a single thing from you. You do not have to earn the right to exist, to breathe, or to be supported. You are inherent to this universe, a necessary and beautiful piece of a grand puzzle. If you were not essential, you would not be here. The very fact that you are drawing breath right now means that your purpose is still unfolding, that your story is still being written, and that the creator of all things still has incredible plans for your presence on this earth. Let that truth wash over you, melting away the sharp edges of your worries and replacing them with a profound, unshakable sense of security. When you feel the familiar tightening in your chest that signals the arrival of overthinking, treat yourself with immense gentleness. Do not punish yourself for being anxious, and don't get frustrated that you haven't mastered perfect peace yet. Healing is not a straight line. It is a spiral where you often revisit old feelings, but each time you return to them, you bring a little more wisdom, a little more awareness, and a little more compassion than you had before. Whisper to your heart that it is safe to relax. Remind yourself that you do not need to solve the problems of next month or next year today. You only need to navigate the next hour with grace, kindness, and faith. Trust that the delays you are experiencing are actually deep acts of mercy. Sometimes we pray for things that we are simply not ready to carry, and a loving creator holds them back, not to deny us, but to protect us from being crushed by the weight of an premature blessing. Use this waiting period not as a time of anxious stagnation, but as a time of deep internal preparation. Build your character, clear out the clutter in your mind, cultivate gratitude for the small things, and strengthen your spiritual foundation. When the timing is finally perfect, what belongs to you will come to you with complete ease, without you having to beg, force, or sacrifice your dignity to attain it. You are being guided by a love that is infinitely larger than your fear, a love that numbers the hairs on your head and orchestrates the universe with flawless precision. Walk through this day with your head held high, your shoulders relaxed, and your heart wide open to the unexpected blessings that are tracing their way toward you right now. You are safe, you are profoundly cared for, and you can finally let go of the need to control the wind, knowing that your sails are being guided by the ultimate, most loving navigator.